My story with Tuba Christmas was I was the band director at Delaney High School, and we had gone to Tuba Christmas in Washington, took several of my students, and then after a student graduated, one who was quite an entrepreneur working for McCormick Company, said, why don't we have one in Baltimore? And I said, I don't know, you take care of it and I'll conduct. So he took care of it. Dave Mahoney was his name, and he made contacted the Tuba Christmas folks and made all the contacts, and I got a bunch of players together, and we did the first Tuba Christmas 28 years ago, and we were standing on the little the stairs above the fountain in the McKeldin area up here, and just 18 players playing our first Tuba Christmas. And then Ed Goldstein heard about it. He was very active with the organization Tuba, and said, I'll help out for next year. And after that, the next year we probably had 50 players, and it just kept growing and growing after that. So it's just been fun the whole way. It's so enjoyable. 28 years ago, I had the good fortune to conduct the first Merry Tuba Christmas in Baltimore. And it was right over across the street by the fountain, and we had a total of 18 players compared to our 230 now. And after we played, a very handsome young man, very young man, came up to me and said, I'll be glad to help you next year if you don't mind playing carols with a kid who celebrates Hanukkah. And ever since, Ed Goldstein has helped us and helped lead us in Tuba Christmas. And we want to play a piece for you now called Zor, translated to Rock of Ages, but it's not the Christian Rock of Ages, it's the... Hey, Ed, would you come up and conduct this game? Yeah, Ed. And you can say the right name of the piece, too.
Yeah, it's actually Ma Otzor.
Oh, okay.
And Jim was really responsible for the first Occupy Baltimore.
My name is Ed Goldstein, and I'm a professional tubist, jazz tubist, classical tubist. I play with a group called the Peabody Ragtime Ensemble and the Annapolis Symphony. Been with both of those for about 37 years. I was a dear friend of Harvey Phillips, the founder of Tuba Christmas. In fact, I played the second Tuba Christmas ever in Rockefeller Center in New York in 1975. The first one was in 1974. And lifelong friend of Harvey's. Harvey would always come to Baltimore and conduct, and when he was too frail to conduct, he would just sing a little bit and talk, and we miss him. This is a big tribute to him.
1, 2, 3, 4. Tuba Christmas was started by Harvey Phillips. Harvey was a premier tuba player and teacher, taught for many, many years at Indiana University, and just played all over the world as a tuba soloist. He was referred to as Mr. Tuba, the Tuba Meister, and the Paganini of tuba. Harvey started Tuba Christmas at Rockefeller Center in 1974, really in honor of his teacher, William Bell, and to promote tuba playing. And it's grown now to where Rockefeller Center has well over 500 players each year when they play on the ice playing Tuba Christmas. And it just keeps growing and growing and growing. Harvey loved coming to Baltimore because he taught so many tuba players in this area. You know, with Washington, D.C. and the many military bands there, they can look to Harvey as their mentor. So he would do Tuba Christmas with us, and then he would see his friends and his former students that were playing, and then he'd always have some crab cakes because he loved crab cakes, loved to come to Baltimore for crab cakes. And it's just kept growing and growing ever since. So, and then that's why even today we still play Silent Night in memory of those who have gone before us, and particularly we think of Harvey and all he did for us in our Tuba Christmas. Tuba Christmas was started with arrangements made by Alec Wilder, a composer and arrangement, and the music that he wrote put into, he took Christmas carols, wrote them into four-part harmony, sort of like a male chorus, with four parts being sung. Alec put the four voices of the tuba family to that same type of arrangement. So it's sort of like a Welsh choir, Welsh male's choir. There are really two voices. We have the euphonium voice, which is more like a tenor voice. It's more in the range of a trombone, but it has a conical bore, meaning it shapes out like this. Whereas a trombone has cylindrical, cylinder, and it sounds brighter and more brash like a trumpet. So a euphonium has a more mellow sound, same range as a trombone, but a little prettier to listen to. So the euphoniums play really the top two voices, what would be like the soprano and alto voices in these arrangements. Then the tubas, we have many different styles there, but primarily concert tubas, which have the bells straight up and player is seated, and then the marching sousaphones, where the bells are pointed over top to project into the marching band in front of them. So it's really sousaphones and tubas that are playing the lower parts, the third and fourth parts. Sure, my pleasure.
Have a very wonderful Christmas.
Thank you, and Merry Tuba Christmas. Now we have a wide range of ages of tuba players here, and I'm going to ask some of our younger players who rehearse with me, who are earlier with me, to come up, give the tubas where they are, younger players, and this includes Bailey and Jack, who are 10 years old, and just about anybody 14 or under come up here that worked on the song with me this morning. Let's give it up for our youngest player. Santa wants a tuba for Christmas. He knows playing tuba is fun.
Santa wants a tuba for Christmas.
But who's gonna give him one?
How did you do today?
Oh, I think I did pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. I hope so.
done this every year?
No, this is my first year.
This is your first year?
Yeah.
You're the oldest player here, I think.
That's what they tell me. That's what they tell me. I don't know whether they give out prizes for that. But anyway, a friend of mine, he plays in the Middle River Concert Band, which I conduct, and we go around nursing homes and retirement homes and perform, and he talked me into coming out for this, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun, yeah. A lot of talent here, I'll tell you. A lot of talent.
What do you think about the young tuba players?
Oh,
taking up
fantastic. My goodness gracious. 8, 10 years old? It's amazing.
Do you think tubas have a future?
Definitely, definitely. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think about the future of tuba playing?
Well, I think with programs like this, it will really spark the interest in it. Yeah. And look at the Ravens band. How many tubas they had back there? My goodness. Unbelievable. I understand they're the largest marching band in the NFL, or AFL. Yep.
And so what is your name and how old are you?
Ray Reiner, 83. Be 84 in February, if I make it that far.
That's fantastic.
Looking forward to it anyway.
That's great. Keep going. I'd like to hear you next year.
Well, I think you will. Lord willing.
How many years have you been doing this?
You've been doing it a couple years before.
As far as I can remember. I believe I was born with a tuba in head.
And
It's only 6 or 7. I can't remember.
are you playing your tubas for anything else? Or are you in school?
Well, we had played in high school together. That's how we met. It's as nerdy as it is.
I played up there last year when I finished college. I was the Hopkins Jazz Tubist
Yep.
for the jazz band and ensemble.
And then I teach at Lansdowne High School, so they asked if I would maybe help out in Pitt for the musical this year. So we'll see what happens.
Good. And you're planning on coming back next year, right?
Of course. And
Every year
after.
until the day we die.
Are you going to play in any other cities?
That would be fun one day to do that. Maybe go across, maybe go over to Europe and do something. They have it in England, they have it in Switzerland.
It is my dream to attend an international Tuba Christmas. They have one in Basel, Switzerland. Yeah.
So that'd be really fun.
Yeah. Well, great. I'm glad you two are happy tuba players together.
Thank you. You seem like a happy cameraman.
Take it easy. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.